Imagine walking into the dazzling world of Las Vegas with a fortune, only to walk out having lost an unimaginable $204 million. Today, we'll explore the unbelievable story of Terry Watanabe, a man whose Vegas trip turned into one of the most jaw-dropping tales of loss, luxury, and the lethal lure of gambling in Sin City. Stay tuned as we unravel how a successful businessman faced an epic downfall in the neon-lit corridors of Las Vegas casinos. Who is Terry Watanabe? Born in 1957, Watanabe's journey unfolds like a script from a Hollywood blockbuster, filled with intriguing twists. He inherited a really cool business, the Oriental Trading Company, from his dad, Harry. This business was like a magical box filled with party supplies and craft items. Terrence, who was a big fan of parties, made this company super popular. It wasn't just party lovers who shopped there, but also schools, churches, and basically anyone who wanted to throw a fun event. In 2000, Terrence handed over his beloved company to Brentwood Associates. After selling it, he began donating money to charities. But then his life took an unexpected twist. He dove into the bright and shiny world of Las Vegas and started gambling a lot. This ended up costing him a huge chunk of his fortune. Now, let's talk about his gambling. Picture this. In 2007, Terrence lost an astonishing $127 million at two famous Vegas casinos, Caesars Palace and the Rio. He actually gambled a total of $825 million. Even the big casino, Wynn Las Vegas, had enough of his wild gambling and told him to leave. But things got even messier. Caesars Entertainment Corporation, the company owning these casinos, landed in hot water. They were fined $225 because they let Terrence gamble when he was really drunk. Meanwhile, they accused him of bad behavior and substance issues. Now here's an interesting twist. Caesars Rewards, a special club for gamblers, upgraded Terrence to their chairman tier, a level even higher than 7 stars. They spoiled him with cool perks like free Rolling Stones concert tickets, a generous travel budget, and lots of shopping money. They even refunded some of his gambling losses. In 2017, life threw another curveball at Terrence. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer. Needing money for treatment, he started a fundraising campaign online. Fast forward to 2022 and his roller coaster life story caught the attention of Foundation Media Partners, who saw the potential in his tale of making and losing fortunes in the exciting world of gambling. Terry's epic run in Vegas. In the flashy world of Las Vegas, Terry Watanabe was a name everyone knew. He wasn't just any gambler, he was a legend, making up an incredible 20% of Caesars Palace's earnings. His life seemed like a dream come true for any gambler, standing tall among the bright lights and the chime of slot machines. But beneath the surface of this glittering tale was a darker, more troubled story. Terry's journey in Vegas began as a fun escape from running the Oriental Trading Company. After selling his business, he found excitement in the lively casinos. Initially, gambling was just a bit of entertainment, an easy choice for someone with a lot of cash. However, Vegas soon lost its sparkle for Terry. What started as a leisure activity turned into an addiction. The casinos, once stages for celebration, became the setting of his downfall. His losses grew, and not only was money slipping away, but also his emotional and mental stability. Behind the glamour of Vegas, Terry's life was crumbling. The man who once led a thriving company was now overwhelmed by his gambling habit. The thrill of placing bets transformed into a desperate attempt to recover his losses. Each gamble was a futile effort to reclaim a life that was fading away. The image of a successful gambler was just a mask, hiding the true story of a man in deep trouble. Terry's infamous stint in Vegas is a tale of double lives. To the outside world, he appeared as a high roller, a symbol of massive wins. But those who looked beyond the bright lights saw a cautionary tale. His story is a reminder of how the allure of Vegas can conceal darker realities. The magnitude of loss. On Thanksgiving in 2007, Terry Watanabe's family discovered a heartbreaking truth that completely changed their view of his life. Gathering for the holiday, they were shocked to learn that Terry had lost far more than just money. His entire life's work and dreams had vanished. Throughout just a year, Terry's fortune, built up over many years of hard work, was swallowed by the dazzling lights of Las Vegas. The staggering $204 million he lost was such an immense amount, it seemed almost unbelievable. Yet, for Terry and his family, this was the harsh reality. Terry's downward spiral was rapid and relentless. Engulfed in gambling, he no longer viewed his wealth as a means to achieve his dreams, but rather as fuel for his addiction. He clung to the hope that the next hand of cards or roll of the dice would turn things around, but each bet only dragged him further into despair. In a drastic attempt to stem his losses, Terry decided to sell his lavish mansion in Omaha. This was no ordinary home. It boasted 9 bedrooms, 18 bathrooms, a luxurious kitchen, a wine cellar, and even a 3-floor elevator. It wasn't just a place to live. It symbolized everything he had accomplished. Selling it was a desperate bid to salvage his remaining assets. However, parting with the mansion did little to alleviate his massive debts. It merely underscored the extent of his loss. For Terry's family, this revelation was deeply saddening. They had to witness a loved one not only squander his fortune, but also succumb to his addiction. That Thanksgiving Day transcended beyond a mere family gathering. It marked a painful realization of the dire straits Terry Watanabe found himself in. Unraveling and desperation. Terry's tale is a mix of his own gambling issues and a big casino's questionable actions. Despite realizing he was too deep into gambling, Terry couldn't break free. Caesar's Palace, a well-known casino, only made it worse. Terry's path to addiction was gradual. An early sign might have been his splurge on a luxurious mansion, a forewarning of the impending troubles. His gambling urge intensified, continuing even after being banned from one casino. This highlights the powerful grip of addiction. Caesar's Palace didn't help. They encouraged him to keep gambling in their casino, offering unlimited gambling and a place to drink excessively. They lavished him with special treatment and extravagant perks, fueling his gambling issue. They made him feel invincible, leading to even more reckless betting. By 2008, Terry was in deep financial trouble, owing Caesar's Palace $14 million. Despite his debts, he continued gambling, and the casino allowed it. Their decision to lend him such a substantial sum exposes a dark aspect of the gambling industry. It reveals the lengths some casinos will go to exploit those who struggle with gambling, all for profit. Public reaction and speculation. Terry Watanabe's story has sparked a lot of conversation and reflection. He was a successful businessman who fell into the grips of a severe gambling addiction. But his tale is about more than the staggering sums of money he lost. It's a real-life example that makes us think about the various factors that can lead someone down such a devastating path. Opinions on Terry's situation vary. Some are quite critical, perhaps reflecting how we often respond to others' misfortunes. It's similar to witnessing a problem and feeling detached, as if it's not our concern. Others are simply astonished, struggling to understand how someone so intelligent could become so ensnared by gambling. However, Terry's story goes beyond addiction to touch on legal issues too. His lawsuit against the casino has stirred up even more debate. The discussions are not limited to whether Terry should have exercised more caution. People are also questioning whether the casino had a responsibility to curb his excessive gambling. Terry's life has transcended mere news. It has been transformed into a movie, a documentary, and a book. His story has captured public interest, resonating with our own experiences or beliefs about morality and handling life's challenges. In many ways, Terry Watanabe's story acts as a mirror, reflecting our views and emotions about addiction, compassion, and how we confront difficult situations. What do you think? Should casinos take some blame when their customers lose a lot of money because of addiction? Or is it all on the person gambling? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're as drawn to this story as I am, hit like, share this around, and subscribe for more fascinating stories. Stay curious and keep asking questions.